This case sound like a Nigerian try to scam the system. No pun intended. Because you know these Nigerians, they very smart. And they very cunning too. NYC immigration lawyer helped clients to get legal status with phony abuse, claims feds. A Bronx immigration lawyer gamed the system for years by having clients falsely claim they were abused by their kids to fast track their bids for legal status, federal prosecutors said Monday. Kofi Amankawa and his son charged immigrants clients $6,000 to exploit the Federal Violence Against Women Act by claiming they were victims of domestic abuse, which would expedite the migrants' bid for legal residency in the U.S. Prosecutors said in a press release. Amankawa and his son Kofi Amankawa Jr. now faces 15 years behind bars on conspiracy of immigration fraud charges after they were arraigned in federal court on Monday. Man, I'll be on the next flight out of here if I'm not a flight risk, because I ain't doing that 15. U.S. Attorney from the Southern District of New York, Damon Williams, said the father and son team sought to make a mockery of the United States immigration system. Don't believe the lies. The U.S. is paying illegal using taxpayers' cash. Amankawa and his son allegedly exploited Violence Against Women Act, a law that allows non-citizens victims of domestic abuse a path of lawful permanent resident status for their own financial gain, Williams said in a statement. Thanks to the dedicated actions of our law enforcement partners and career prosecutors of the office, and the defendants must now answer for these crimes. According to the feds, Amankawa and his son ran the scam from September 2016 until November. Charges clients a hefty fee, instructing them to apply for residency, falsely claim they were abused by their own children under the Violence Against Women law. Immigrants who apply under the act are allowed freer overseas travel and can be granted expedited legal residency status. As complained piled up against the peer, Amankawa license practice law was suspended by the New York State federal prosecutors begin putting together one-on-one, which is two, criminal case. But the feds aren't the only ones going after the lawyer. Also on Monday, New York Attorney General Letitia filed a lawsuit against the lawyer and his son and others of the lawyer's staff. James said in a press release that Amankawa and his staffers, Sylvester Bottega, Nada Adoma, this is like an old African gang, Cortona and Betty Smith, were facing civil penalties for running this illegal scheme that scammed hundreds of vulnerable immigrants. The lawsuit calls for a legal firm to pay restitution and damages and victims they have duped. When these immigrants sought help from the attorney claiming the act of their interest, they were taken advantage of and harmed instead, James said in a statement. This is cruel and illegal scheme that led to being separated from their families and deported. In an example, the immigration named Ricardo Valquez was duped in filing claim that his own son abused him and was urged by Amankawa to travel to the native Mexico to have his passport stamped on a return. Valquez's son claimed Valquez's son claimed a GoFundMe page posted online insisted that Valquez was barred from returning to the U.S. despite having lived in New York City for 28 years, according to the fundraising site. It was not immediately known if Amankawa and his son were both from South River, New Jersey. He retained his attorney to represent him. Man, this is not looking good for you, Amankawa. This migrant thing is getting either out of control, and if it's not getting out of control, it's just like people are leaving their country to come to America to die because they're trying to live this fake ass American dream. Rest in peace to this kid. A 3-month-old girl found dead inside NYC migrant shelter. A 3-month-old girl was found dead inside Queens migrant shelter over the weekend, but there were no immediate signs of criminality, cops said. The baby, identified by the police as, I can't even pronounce this name, Ulysse Astudillo, was discovered unconscious, unresponsive about 2:50 p.m. Sunday inside the Queens County Inn suite in Crescent Street near 41st Ave in Dutch Kills, police said. She was taken to Mount Sinai Queens Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. There are no visible signs of trauma on the baby's body, authorities said. The city office chief medical examiner will officially determine the cause of death. The hotel is being used as an emergency shelter. Spokesperson of the city department social service told Gottmith. Man, this is not looking good. Protecting the health and the safety of our clients is our top priority. Nonprofit provider staff respond immediately when the incident was reported to ensure the appropriate medical support. The spokesperson said, "Our deepest condolence goes out to all who have been impacted." They like to say that. "We stand ready to provide the family with every support we can during the incurable, difficult time." This is really sad. You leave your country, this kid is 3 months and she's dead. Wow. This is sad.